It is difficult to find happiness within oneself, but it is impossible to find it anywhere else. Honor has not to be won, it must only not be lost. Wealth is like seawater. The more we drink, the thirstier we become, and the same is true of fame. Whoever violated trust once loses it forever. The first 40 years of life give us the text, the next 30 supply the commentary on it. Compassion is the basis of morality. Each day is a little life. Every waking and rising a little birth, every fresh morning a little youth, every going to rest and sleep a little death. Fate shuffles the cards and we play. Great men are like eagles, and build their nest on some lofty solitude. He who has lost all hope has also lost all fear. Life swings like a pendulum backward and forward between pain and boredom. Intellect is invisible to the man who has none. People are like watch mechanisms that start and run without knowing why. 9/10 of our happiness depends on our health. The shortness of life, so often lamented, may be the best thing about it. No rose without a thorn, but many a thorn without a rose. Don't tell your friend what your enemy shouldn't know. If we were not all so interested in ourselves, life would be so uninteresting that none of us would be able to endure it. Mostly it is loss which teaches us about the worth of things. Reading is thinking with someone else's head instead of one's own.
In action a great heart is the chief qualification. In work, a great head. Happiness consists in frequent repetition of pleasure. We forfeit 3/4 of ourselves in order to be like other people. The person who writes for fools is always sure of a large audience. There is no doubt that life is given us, not to be enjoyed, but to be overcome, to be got over. Life is a constant process of dying. Because people have no thoughts to deal with, they deal cards and try to win one another's money. Idiots. Living happily means living less unhappy. Hope is the confusion of the desire for a thing with its probability. Truth that is naked is the most beautiful, and the simpler its expression the deeper is the impression it makes. A sense of humor is the only divine quality of man. Talent hits a target no one else can hit. Genius hits a target no one else can see. One should use common words to say uncommon things. If you want to know your true opinion of someone, watch the effect produced in you by the first sight of a letter from him. Man can do what he wills but cannot will what he wills. The safest way of not being very miserable is not to expect to be very happy. After your death you will be what you were before your birth. If they gossip about you, it means that you are enough not only for yourself but also for others. We seldom think of what we have, but always of what we lack.